Welcome back, everyone. I know you don't want to hear it, but sadly, that's the two last talk of this conference. And to wrap up this conference, we'll start with a pre-recorded presentation from Erica Calla-Quispe about lateralized movement during the mating behavior in Alphitobus diaperinus. So sadly, Erica is not with us today, but like you will be able to ask your question on Discord once we will be done with the video. Enjoy the video.
Of lateralization, mating behavior, and the superior skill of experienced male of Alphitobus diaperinus to achieve mating success, which seems to be related to middle learning. Well, let's start to define what means lateralization. It refers to the right and left sides or hemispheres of the brain being specialized to control different behavioral response or to process sensory information differently. Whereas behavioral lateralization corresponds with neurological asymmetries found at both anatomical and neurophysiological levels. In fact, lateralization of the brain is a common phenomenon in any animal species. This specialization confers a dominance in movement directionality during the development of certain behavior, and thus is the cause of the asymmetric behavior developed by animals. In insects, this can be observed during the different activity, but it is pronounced during the mating phase when partners develop pre-mating and mating behavior by performing lateralized movements, movement to the left or right side, and non-lateralized movements, movement to the back or front side. So this difference in directionality can affect mating success and therefore have significant functional advantage that contribute to biological fitness. Even though diverse insects have shown mating behavioral asymmetries, particular attention has been focused on video pests since it may help to understand their success and explosive reproduction. During the mating phase of a mating pair, pre-mating and mating behavior, insects are influenced by a range of factors, for example, age, sex, sexual experience, which impact the mating success. In this context, lateralized behavior during the approach and mating may confer advantage in increasing the efficiency, accuracy, or speed in mating, while non-lateralized behavior may allow for quicker and more flexible response to changing environmental conditions. For example, in some middle pest species, males with left biased approach had a higher mating success than ones with right approach or non-lateralized behavior. However, the advantage of this behavior are context-dependent, for example, habitat or environmental conditions, as recorded in these beetle species. The beetle pest Alphitobus diaperinus is a widespread pest that primarily affects the poultry industry by causing significant structural damage to poultry house and facilitating the transmission of avian pathogens. The species have adapted to the moist, temperature-controlled environments of poultry production facilities. In fact, this species currently widely distributed worldwide, and there are reports of infestation from all the continents. The rapid spread of this species can be related to the reproductive characteristics as well as the insecticide resistance and long lifespan, which can last up to 1 year as adults. We previously demonstrated that adults of both sexes, independently of their sexual experience, are attracted to and release generalized long-range attractive chemical signals. However, sexual experience does affect the mating response to short-range chemical signals in adults, with a stronger and longer mating response exhibited by virgin males compared to sexual experienced males. Since the behavior displayed by experienced males seems to be distinct but also more efficient from those of virgin males, potential behavioral symmetries in the mating behavior, such as lateralized and non-lateralized movement, may be associated to changes in sexual experience and sex. However, whether this happened or not in these adults has not yet been explored. That's why we made the following question. How does the occurrence and role of lateralized and non-lateralized mating behavior affect mating success and efficiency? What is their association with sex and sexual experience in anteterm periods? So, in order to do this, we conducted mating behavioral experiments with adults better classified by males and females during the pupa phase and by their sexual experience. I mean, virgin adults that remain without sexual contact or experience adults. I mean, adults that were free to mate and reproduce. So, for the experiments, 4 different groups were implemented based on the basic sex and its sexual experience. So, the following etogram describe the mating behavior sequences in these pictures from the pre-copulatory phase to the post-copulatory phase. So, to test the occurrence of lateralized and non-lateralized mating behavior, each male and female were placed in the extremes of the arena, each facing each other. Then the behavior of the couple was observed for 10 minutes, and we especially record the sex of the beetle that approached the potential mate. I mean, only the male approach, only the female approach, or both. Also, the mate side approach by the individual. For example, if the male did approach to the female, then the first contact he made will be by the female's backside, front side, right side, or left side. Also, we record the male directionality during mounting to attempt copulation. I mean, mounting the female from its right, left side, back side, or front right, or front left. We also recorded the duration of each mating phase, touching, mounting, copulation, and duration of the post-copular interaction. And also, we recorded the number of successful and unsuccessful mating attempts in each experimental trial. So, to test the 4 differences about which sex performed the approach to its mate, the proportion individual who initiate approach was compared using the chi-square test with J's correction. As a result, the approaching behavior depends on the beetle sex performing the approach. In the combination involving male virgin, males only develop non-lateralized behavior in which they predominantly approach from the female's back, as you can see in this picture. However, in pairs involving male experience, in the backside, male occasionally develop lateralized approach, you can see. After the partner's approach, a higher proportion of male virgin present to mounts the females compared to male experience. Interestingly, when the pair combination didn't involve 2 experiences, I mean these pictures, mounts, male virgin mounts were predominantly performed from the female's back. However, in male experience, in experienced adults, lateralized behavior predominant over non-lateralized ones. Also, a lower proportion of mounts was performed in the mating pairs involving male experiences compared with those involving male virgin. All the mounts were performed by male experiences and having copulation, as you can see, where this was not the case for male virgin. And to evaluate the effect of the beetle sex that performed the approach and the direction of the approach on mating success, we use a GLM with binomial distribution and logit link function, where This means the vector of the observation, I mean successful or unsuccessful mating. And B is the mating pair combination. This one is the sex of performing the approach. The A is the direction of the approach, and the last one is the vector of the random residual effect. As a result, it was the mating success in the experiment was not affected by the direction of the approach. However, it was by the middle pair combination. In fact, mating success was affected by the combined effect of the approaching sex and the direction of approach, as well as the combined effect of the mating pair combination, the approaching sex, the approach, and the direction of the approach. Regardless of the middle pair combination with approaching sex, the mating attempt was always successful when a lateralized approach was displayed, followed by modes. And to evaluate the effect of the directionality of the main mounting on mating success, we also use a YLM with binomial distribution and longitudinal function, where this means the vector of the observation, successful or non-successful mating, and P is the mating pair, the M is the direction of mounting, and the last one is the vector of the random residual effect. In this case, 3 scenarios were evaluated independently when the approach was developed by males, by females, or both. As a result, when the males performed the approach, the mating success was affected by the pair combination, but not by the direction of mounting. In fact, mating success was shorter in male virgin with female experience compared to the rest. In contrast, when only the females performed the approach, the mating success was not affected by the middle pair combination or the direction of mounting. However, when both sexes performed the approach, the mating success was affected by the direction of mounting, but not by the mating pair combination. In fact, males mounting from the right side were significantly more successful than those mounting from the left side or back side. Regardless of the middle pair combination on which sex performed the approach, the mating attempt was always successful when the male displayed right side or front left mounting over the female. So, our results are consistent with previous findings of mating behavioral asymmetries in other insects, included stored product bipedal where males display left side approach and mounting of potential mates, resulting in higher mating success than right side approach. However, this lateralized behavior can be modified by context-dependent factors, resulting in, for instance, in right side copulation approach. And the lateralized and non-lateralized behavior exhibited by these beetles are shown to enhance efficiency in copulation, as well as flexibility and adaptability in response to changing environmental factors. So it suggests that external factors such as sensory inputs or experience-based learning and memory may affect how beetles process and respond to signals, which in turn can influence their lateralized behavior. To identify the effect of the directionality during the mating behavior on the span of touching and mounting and its association with sex and sexual experience, we implement linear models, one having touching span and the other one mounting span as response on variables. And the directionality of the mating behavior and mating pair combination were set as explanatory variables. In our experiment, we did not find difference in time for touching, mounting, copulation, and the whole mating sequence among mating pair combination. Additionally, the duration of mounting and copulation was not affected by the duration of mounting. However, we found significant effects of the duration of approaching on the time length of touch when testing within each mating pair, especially male virgin with female virgin displayed a longer touching time when approaching from the front compared to from the back. Whereas mounting time involving left side, this one, a behavior in male experience with female virgin significantly less longer than mounting behavior from the back. So this suggests that a stronger non-lateralization confer a benefit in terms of improved motor control or problem solving. However, male experiences does not show a copulation preference for any via. So this suggests that in this specific context, a specific direction in the mounting behavior of male experience confer a benefit in terms of having more mounting attempts and being successful. So it also influenced learning abilities since male virgin made fewer lateralized mounting mistakes. Thus, male experiences succeed in all biases. So in this sense, our results highlight that the transformation of sexual experiences led to modify the adult's asymmetric mating response to lead to a higher mating efficiency. So, in conclusion, our research contributes to understanding the behavioral asymmetry exhibited by Alphytobia perinus during mating phases. We have demonstrated that sex and sexual condition of adults affect non-lateralized and lateralized mating recognition and mating patterns, resulting in higher copulation success. Also experienced male with a higher degree of lateralization display a greater mating success rate. Furthermore, the duration of mating recognition and copulation efficacy was affected by behavioral asymmetries of approach. So these findings expand our knowledge of the mating behavior of Alphytobia perinus and provide insight into how distinct factors influence such behavior. So thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you, Animal Behavior Live, for inviting me. And thank you, Institute of Omniscience and Applied Technology at Pontificia Universidad Católica del Perú, and to all the people involved in the project. I would love to hear you talk and answer any question you may have. Thus, you can reach me at my email address. And if you are interested in how to in how chemical signals affect the behavior and the interaction of Peruvian pest species, I encourage you to visit the webpage of our institution. Thank you so much.